Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on life. Is it life after lockup or love after lockup? Well, whichever. Season 6, episode 15. It's titled Caught in a Lie. Who was caught in a lie? I didn't know anybody was caught in a lie. Let's go through this really quickly. First couple, Letitia and Keith. The last time we saw them, Letitia had picked up Keith from the halfway house and took him to brunch with his family. They are now leaving brunch and she took him home, and it's a nice home. So she gave him a tour of the house, and just when she told him to come to the bedroom, his phone goes off. And Keith told her that somebody is catfishing his phone. Some girl named Stephanie sent him a picture and invited him over. Letitia is pissed. She told him he shouldn't be responding to a bitch named Stephanie. So I guess he can respond to other bitches named Jacqueline, Mary, Susie, but don't respond to a bitch named Stephanie. Okay, but they made up. They argued a little bit, or they fussed a little bit, but they made up and went into the bedroom. Keith was in a confessional, and his phone kept ringing. And the producer asked him if it was Stephanie. And he said, we got to keep them guessing. So, Keith, do you want people to keep you guessing? I tell you. Anyway, next couple, Will and Courtney. So, Courtney's prison lover dropped her off at the house where she'll be staying. It's a nice house. The lady of the house knows Mark because she said to Courtney that Mark has told me a lot about you. Her name is Tasha, I think that's what it was. So Courtney moved into her one little bedroom and she's all settled in, and then Will called her. Will told her he need to send her the divorce papers and she need to fill them out so that they can finalize the divorce. Courtney told him signing the divorce papers is not her priority right now. And they started to argue. And then she told him he lied about the ring. She told him she tried to pawn the ring and she was told it's fake. Will told her he paid $10,000 for that ring and it's not fake. He told us that he got that ring online and it came from a diamond wholesaler. Courtney told him he was the worst husband in the entire world. He told her, you don't want a husband. And then she hung up on him. Will is stupid. If you want her to sign the divorce papers, you gotta be nice to her. Don't be yelling and screaming at her and arguing with her. So next, Will arrived in Portland. When he had called her, I thought he was already in Portland, but I guess he wasn't. So he arrives in Portland. He called Courtney. She ignored the call, but he says he has her location, so he pulled up at the house. He goes to the house. He knocks on the door. Courtney opens the door. She sees that it's Will. She's not happy that it's Will, so she shut the door in his face. Then he bangs on the door some more, so she goes outside to talk to him. He hands her the divorce paper. She ripped the divorce papers up and told him he can stick the divorce papers up his arse. And then they argue. And then Will told her that she, what do you want me to do? You don't communicate with me. And then he asked her if she was sleeping with somebody else. And, she got upset at that. I'm sick of them. I'm really sick of them. That was the end of them. Next up, we have Zaria and Troy. Troy is still in Buffalo at his sister's house. He told us that while he was incarcerated, his father passed away. He said he had to attend his father's funeral in shackles. I feel bad for Troy, but he made a decision to be a criminal. He made that decision, okay? If you had to attend your father's funeral in shackles, that's your fault, Troy. Your fault. So you're crying about it now. You're talking about, I didn't get to speak to him before he died. That's your fault, okay? So he wants to get his father's ashes, but he says he's scared. Scared of what? And where are these ashes? Where did these ashes go? Who has the ashes, So his sister told him to squash the beef with his baby mama so that he can go see his daughter. he said he ain't doing that right now. He said right now he's grieving. He's grieving for his father and I guess for his brother. He said right now he's grieving. He ain't got no time to be talking to no baby mama. And I think he's scared to have a conversation with the baby mama because I don't think what's her name, Zaria, will be happy if she hears that he's talking to the baby mama. But anywho, Zaria called him, and he told her about going to his brother's gravesite. Then he told her he doesn't want to deal with co-parenting because he's grieving. But Zaria gave him the thumbs up. She gave him permission to go talk to his baby mama and squash the beef between them so that he can see his daughter. Shocking. So Troy, when he got off the phone with Zaria, Troy told his sister to call his baby mama. Her name is Yana. So the sister, can't remember the sister's name, the sister called Yana. And the sister asked Yana if Troy can get his daughter. And the sister, Yana, says, no, I don't want my daughter around that woman. She's talking about she don't want her daughter around Zaria because she's thinking Troy and Zaria are here in Buffalo. So she said, no, I don't want my daughter around Zaria. So the sister said, well, Zaria is not here, she's not here. But then Yana said no anyway. But in the background, while the sister is trying to ask the baby mama if she'll allow the daughter to hang out with Troy, Troy's in the background rolling a blunt. So the sister got off the phone with the baby mama and she told Troy, you should have called. Instead of me calling, you should have called. Maybe should have allowed you to see the baby, your daughter, if you had called. Next up we have Kiana, Demondrick, and Joella. We see Kiana looking for a lawyer online. I thought they appointed you one. But she claimed she was looking for a lawyer online. Liar, she wasn't looking for no lawyer online. Demondrick came home and told Kiana that Joella said somebody vandalized her car. Kiana asked him, what does that have to do with me? He told her that Joella think that she vandalized the car because they were arguing. Kiana told him she did not do it. Demondrick said Joella don't even know who did it. Kiana said Joella probably did it her damn self. Demondrick told Kiana that he wants to pay Joella for her tires. Kiana not having it. She said, don't do that. Why you want to give her money? Don't give her no money. Demondrick told her he's trying to stay out of jail. Poor Demondrick. He just wants this problem to go away. So next we see Kiana and her kids. They're making cupcakes for Demondrick's son's birthday party. Kiana told her kids that they're not going to the party, but they can have the son come over and they all can play video games all night long. But okay, so next we're at the birthday party. It wasn't really a birthday party. It's like Joella's kids don't have any other friends, like friends from school. There was no other kids there. She was only relying on Kiana's kids coming. Those are the only kids she was relying on to come to this party. But anyway, they're at the mini golf place, playing mini golf with Demondrick. And Kiana showed up to drop off the cupcakes because Demondrick forgot all about the cupcakes. Demondrick did not want Kiana and Joella to see each other, so he was trying to keep them apart. Next, Demondrick's father and stepmother shows up. And they think Joella should have invited Kiana to the party. And I think they need to mind their business. If Joella don't want Kiana at the party, then Kiana should not be at the party. And that's end of. I think Joella should have put a restraining order on Kiana. After she saw her car vandalized, she should have put a restraining order on Kiana. That's what I think should have happened. Joella told Demondrick, Joella took Demondrick aside to talk to him, and they argued about why Kiana didn't allow her kids to come to the party. Because those are the only kids Joella was expecting to come to the party. Apparently, her kids have no other friends, no other cousins, their age, nothing. The bottom line was Joella did not want to be around Kiana because her and Demondrick are still sleeping together. They're still messing around. And she put it out there. And Demondrick did not like that Joella just blurted it out of them sleeping together. So he walked off. In his confessional, he said Joella is blurting out things like she's a person on Tourette's. You know how Tourette's people blurt things out? I thought that was kind of funny, but it was kind of not. So next, Demondrick is talking to his father. His father said, "Your baby mama still likes you," and he told Demondrick he needs to get it together so that they can be one big happy family. In his confessional, the producer asked Demondrick if he is sleeping with Joella. He said not since he's been back with Kiana. In a confessional, the producer asked Kiana again if she had anything to do with vandalizing Joella's car. Last time she said, "I don't know what you're talking about." This time her response is, "I had nothing to do with it." And then she said again that she thinks Joella slashed her own tires. Back at the party, Demondrick gave Joella the money for her tires. Joella told him that she is keeping the money and she is not dropping the charges. Joella said Demondrick knows that Kiana did it. That was the end of that. Next we have Brooke and JK. Brooke goes to a restaurant to meet up with Alex. The first thing Brooke said to Alex is she told her she looked like trash. Alex said to her, "What do you need from me?" Alex told Brooke that she is not having sex with JK, and she told Brooke not to trust Bonnie. Brooke is insulting Alex about the way she looks, and so Alex got up and walked off. Brooke followed her and is cussing her and is goading her. So then Brooke got in Alex's face and Alex is like pushing her away and said, "Get away from me." So then Brooke slapped Alex in the face. Alex slapped Brooke in the face and the fight was on. Alex had Brooke on the ground and the production security had to break up the fight. Brooke should be embarrassed because Alex clearly won that fight. Alex had her on the ground. Glasses all off, on the ground. Looking crazy. Trying to fix her glasses and trying to get up. Alex told Brooke that she has moved on from JK, but Brooke doesn't believe her. She told Alex to stay away from her dude. Alex got in her car and the producer asked her if she was pregnant with JK's baby. Alex said yes. So then Alex drove off. And then Brooke called JK. She told him that she just met up with his bitch and she slapped her around a little bit. That's a lie. Brooke told JK all is well and him and Alex played it well. JK asked her what the hell is she talking about. Brooke told him that she was told that Alex had a miscarriage with his baby. JK said, "Who said that?" If somebody said that about me, I'd be like, "What? What are you talking about?" All JK said was, "Who said that?" Brooke asked him if it's his baby. JK said, "Hell no. He was just too lackadaisy for me. If somebody is accusing me of something I didn't do, I would be livid. I'd be like, what? I would flip my lid. I wouldn't be like, hell no. Who said that? I wouldn't be like that." Anyway, JK told her he did not know what she's talking about. Brooke asked him again, "Did she miscarry your baby?" And then it went off. We didn't get to hear his response. Last but not least, we have Bianca and Danielle. I keep saying Danielle. Daniel is at a bar with his friends and he ordered my favorite drink, a Long Island iced tea. When the drink came, he scarfed it down like it was water. That's not how you drink a Long Island iced tea. Then him and his friends did shots and Bianca showed up. Bianca went up to him and she said, "What's up?" Daniel said, "I got a shot. I just took a shot. How are you?" He's totally drunk. He's telling on himself. "I just took a shot. How are you?" She told him she tracked his location. He told her, "My friend thinks that's nuts." She told him, "Well, I haven't been able to get a hold of you. She told him she hadn't been able to get a hold of him. He said, "Well, I need space." He keeps telling her he needs space, but she refused to give him space. She said, "You need space to drink?" He told her he can have a drink whenever the hell he wants. He's a grown-ass man, and he can drink and do whatever the hell he wants to do. She asked him how much has he had to drink. He lied. He lied and said 2 beers and 2 shots. What happened to a Long Island iced tea that you scarfed down? But I thought you were a grown-ass man and you can do whatever you wanted to do. She told him, she said, well, you're an alcoholic. You can't be drinking. Alcoholics can't drink. He goes, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a drug addict. He said, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a drug addict. Get it straight. He asked her if she wanted to drink. She said, no, I don't drink. So they are disagreeing about him drinking because she's saying, this may mess up your parole and stuff like that. So then his friends say, we're going to leave y'all so y'all can talk. So the friends left out. And Bianca is flabbergasted that he used to get upset with her when she was drinking. And now she stopped drinking. Now he's drinking. So now that they're alone, Bianca told Daniel that he's not. She said, you're not coming home and you're not communicating with me. And now I found out that you're drinking. He told her, I need space. And then they're arguing, and then he wouldn't let her speak, so she got up and she walked off. No, he wouldn't let her speak, and then he told her, I don't give a damn about what you have to say. So then when he said that to her, she got up and walked off. But then she waited outside for him because she knows he can't drive home. He's drunk. He can't drive home. So she waited outside for him to drive him home. So they're driving home, and he's going off on her. He is going off on her. And at one time, he even called her a bitch. She was like, you called me a bitch? You're like, yeah, I called you a bitch. I was like, darn. Then he goes, you know what? The next red light, I'm jumping out the car. She didn't want him to jump out the car, so she said, you know what? I'll pull over so you can get out. So she pulled over, and the fool got out, cussing. Got out while cussing. Still cussing her. And that was the end of the episode, and this is the end of my review. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.